Hi, I'm Jason Inman.
And I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson.
And we're here to answer the question, what is our most desired movie props? This is a question that came to us from Nate Olson, who's an amazing patron who sponsors over at patreon.com/Jawiin. So if you want to get your question answered just like Nate, go over to patreon.com. Nate asked us, what is our most desired movie props? But real quick, I don't know if you know this about Nate Olson, but Nate Olson is an accomplished blacksmith. Really?
Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's really good at, horseshoes.
Can I tell you a real fact about Nate Olson? He's a black belt.
Wow. Then it fits in with blacksmith.
There you go.
So Nate also wanted to know what our most desired movie props are. And it's funny, as soon as I saw this question, I was so excited to answer it because I think, while Ashley and I don't actually own the real prop that was used in the movies, we own replicas.
Screen accurate.
And Ashley, I want you to start because we have these off camera.
Yes.
We're going to show, these are two of our favorite movie props that we've always wanted, and we bought each other these gifts as the replicas. So Ashley, what is yours first? And what's the movie and what is this?
So should I hold it up
Should
first?
I help? Yeah, hold it up.
Okay, so mine is very heavy.
All right, come over here.
This
Be careful
is,
with the mic. Look at this. Let's hold it sideways so everybody can see it. Look at this thing.
Andoril. This is Narsil. This is Aragorn's sword reforged from the Return of the King
Do you see the writing?
movie. I have wanted this since I was a
So
preteen.
tall. You have it?
Yes, I have it.
You're the king of Gondor.
That's right. I am the king of Gondor. I am Isildur's heir.
Yes.
I wanted this for a really, really long time. It's the nicest gift I've ever been
Very heavy.
given. It's so
pretty heavy, guys.
It's not sharp, but you could definitely cleave someone in half with it. Aragorn is one of my favorite characters. Lord of the Rings is like my all-time favorite movie. Please do. It's very heavy. Specifically Return of the King. So it means so much to me to be able to have that symbol. I love, and if you watched our reviews, you know this, I love fight choreography. I love fake violence. I love weapons on screen. I do not like them in real life. And for me, this epitomizes, it's like the greatest movie sword of all time, in my opinion.
So this would be your most desired movie prop.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
So I have it. Ha 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 ha.
I also have mine.
Oh,
which
well,
is very
why don't you
similar.
show us? I'm gonna put mine
And it
down.
is very big and on a frame. Now there is a movie about the very tiny barbarian who falls into a cave. And in the cave, he discovers the throne room of an old, long-ago kingdom. And there is a king holding a sword. Some might call it an Atlantean sword. This is the Atlantean sword from Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian. This is the sword that he gets from the king. This is the sword that he fights Thulsa Doom at the very end. The king gives it to him. And it's that very famous scene where he's like posed like this. This is that sword. And it's amazing to me because I've always wanted this sword because this is the sword. This is like the moment in that movie where Conan gets his destiny, that he's supposed to be king, that he accidentally by fate falls into the sword. And I love this sword because I love how fat it is. Like, it's such a fat sword.
Yeah.
It's not a thin sword. It's kind of an obese sword. And it looks like it would chop your head off.
It does, yes.
Whereas like Aragorn's sword looks like it would have a wide reach.
Aragorn's sword is a long sword. I think this is maybe technically a bastard sword, which is why it's so thick.
This is for cleaving people. you know? But this is very cool. Like, this is something I've wanted for years, and so like and again, it has like the Atlantean writing on here as well. And this is something that I've wanted to see as well. You can also like kind of see our camera in the back and our lighting setup.
I know when you had it sideways, you could see there's a Superman cape over there, and you can see it reflected.
Okay, so we have those. Ashley, are there any other movie props? Like, now I would love to actually have the real Atlantean sword. I'm 100% certain that Rob Liefeld owns it.
Oh, really?
Yes, because he's tweeted about it.
Hey, Rob, we've met you a couple times. You were lovely.
He was very nice.
Give it to us.
Yeah. Do you know where the real Andoril is?
Vigo has it.
Vigo has it. So there you go.
Yeah.
So in both of these cases, we'll probably never own the real thing. But you know what? I'm fine with the replica.
I am totally fine with the replica. I also have the replica of Evenstar, which is Arwen's necklace that she gave to Aragorn, and that was something that I wanted for a really long time.
But if you could have the real thing, is there any other movie props out there that you would be like, oh, I would to have the real one?
If I could have the real thing, I would really like to have Sting.
Oh, the real, okay.
From Lord of the Rings.
So Frodo's sword.
Actually, there are
Bilbo's sword.
There's 3 different sized versions of Sting.
Okay.
Because there's the one for Elijah Wood,
Mm-hmm.
who's about my height. There's the one for the size double, who's a little person. So it is for, I believe it's a male. I know Pippin's size double is a female, for his height. And then there's the one that they made for The Hobbit, which is for Martin Freeman's height. So there's actually 3 different
Which one
stings.
do you want? Frodo's?
I would like Elijah Wood's, but I'm also pretty sure Elijah Wood owns that.
I bet he does.
So I would never have that.
I bet you Martin Freeman does it on his.
Who knows? I would also really love to have one of Wonder Woman's lassos. I know there were a couple different lassos from the 2009 movie.
I could just pay you some rope.
Or a Linda Carter one. Yeah, but I mean, then it's not Wonder Woman.
I know.
Because she
I know.
Because she has, in the movie, she has like the rope one, and there's also one that lit up.
Yeah, there's an LED one.
Yeah. I just think that would be a really, really cool thing to have. Are there any things that stand out for you if you could have the OG prop from the movie?
Oh, the number one is to have Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. Alec Guinness's. Now, if I cannot, just the handle of it. Now,
well, yes, because lightsabers aren't real.
Now, if I can't get that one, then I want Ewan McGregor's one from Revenge of the Sith, because they did like it basically looks like it, but it still has that ball. Like I like the ball that Obi-Wan Kenobi. Another one that I think would be really, really cool to have would be the key, the Kryptonian key from Man of Steel that he wears as a necklace. I think that would be really, really neat to have. I don't know. It's funny with movie props. Like there aren't any like movie props that I really want. But there's just ones that I think would be cool to have. Like, I think it'd be cool to have a trap from the original Ghostbusters. Like to have one of the traps up on the walls.
I think it would be really cool to have a Batarang, but one that I know you can buy Batarangs.
Because I have a Christian Bale one.
Yeah, a Christian Bale one. Either a Christian Bale one or a Ben Affleck one.
You want the fat Ben Affleck one?
I do like the fat one.
Yeah.
I would also love to have, in my opinion, we haven't seen a great one in live action, the Robin's arms, like his little batarangs. Like I would love something that's like a working replica of that. I'm holding out that we'll see one in
another one that I would like to have would be the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. That would be a really neat thing to just have up on a wall, and stuff like that.
Are there any costume pieces that you would like to have?
I mean, to say that I wouldn't want one of the Man of Steel suits is lying.
Yeah.
Because it looks really cool.
Would you just have it on a dummy, like standing somewhere?
Just like the lobby of DC Comics. I just have it on a dummy standing. Another one that I would love to have is I would love to have the suit from Batman Begins. Not the Dark Knight, from Batman Begins, because I really like that suit.
Yeah.
And I love that because it still looks like costumey Batman, but it's proto the armor. Because I think the armored looks too armored in The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Returns, and that's why I like the Batman Begins suit just a little bit more. So that would be a cool one. I mean, how about you? What costume piece? I mean, the lasso is sort of a costume piece.
Sort of, but it's technically a weapon. I would really love like Leia's OG white outfit where you first meet her in Star Wars. It's my favorite. Yeah, but I'd wear undergarments underneath it, unlike Carrie Fisher, unfortunately. Costume pieces are weird for me because I'm like, but do you wear them? Like, does that defeat the entire purpose? I would also truly love any tartan thing that was used in Braveheart, because I love Braveheart. I just think it's so great.
I mean, I will happily take any of Jonathan Frakes' Starfleet uniforms from Star Trek First Contact, the first movie that had the gray.
Well, apparently, as we know from Patrick Stewart and Conan, it's really hard to get those uniforms out of the building.
Apparently, they're still all on Paramount. They would not let any of them leave, which is very interesting. I don't know. I'm trying to think about, like, movie props. It's very difficult. I'll tell you this. I would love, this is TV, love to have two things from television. One is I would love to have Capaldi's actual screwdriver. I bet he has it. I'm certain he has it. And I'm certain he has the only one. The other thing I would love to have is I would love to have the clock from the hatch in Lost.
Oh yeah.
And I would actually hook it up to electricity and make it flip.
Yeah.
So every once in a while it would go like full on red, where it's like, like I would. That's the thing I'd want.
From TV, that's really hard. I would love to have Sherlock's violin from the BBC Sherlock series. That's maybe one of my favorite shows. And anything from The Swamp. in MASH. Like anything from their weird still or their setup, or I guess I should probably ask for Hawkeye's bathrobe.
You know, there's one other thing that I would like, and this is a very, very deep cut, and I think it's probably why it's a good thing it'll be the last one.
Okay.
There's a recurring gag on Star Trek Deep Space Nine that whenever there's technobabble part that we have to get, or O'Brien like finds some shipment of crap that he doesn't like, they called it a stem bolt.
Yes, self-sealing.
A self-sealing stem bolt. Now, this recurring gag happens all the time in Deep Space Nine, and it's not until about season 4 that they actually show you one, and it's like this little box thing with a hook here and a hook here, and they have a barrel of them. Like O'Brien finds it, and he's like, "Oh man, self-sealing stem bolts. I have too many of these."
Yeah.
I would want a self-sealing stem bolt.
More than the baseball?
I don't want the baseball because the baseball is just a baseball.
Uh-huh.
And I actually have my own version of a baseball.
I know you do.
Fun fact, going in the deep, I once threw out the opening pitch to a Tulsa Drillers game. They're a minor league thing. I have that baseball that I actually threw out, and it's on my desk. And that means more to me than Cisco's baseball.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, the self-stealing stem bolt would be something I could put on a shelf, and everybody would be like, "What the hell is that?" And I'd be like, "Okay, there's a story."
I want Spot.
Spot's dead.
No!
Spot
dead.
Is
super dead.
All right, so if you, Nate Olson, thank you so much for that question. If you want your question answered like Nate Olson, go to patreon.com/Jawiin, sign up for the Mind University producer level. I always forget what it's called. Go do that. We'll answer your question, and thank you so much, Nate, for that question. Go down to the comments. Tell us what movie prop you want to own the most. And while you're down there, click subscribe. Also, Ashley, what else can they find on our Patreon?
While you're over at patreon.com/Jawiin, why not check out Crisis Club and learn all of the amazing things that we can teach you about Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Yeah, we're going to go play with our swords now.
Yeah.